Two poems about dogs. This is a short poem. Both of these poems are spoken by the dog, or whispered, or just thought by the dog, and we are eavesdropping on the dog's thoughts. And the first one is called A Dog on His Master. As young as I look, I am growing older faster than he. 7 to 1 is the ratio, they tend to say. Whatever the number, I will pass him one day and take the lead, the way I do on our walks in the woods. And if this ever manages to cross his mind, it would be the sweetest shadow I have ever cast on snow or grass. Now you made a nice, thank you. You made a nice, if you look in the dictionary under smattering, you would find that noise. If you had a talking dictionary. You know, a friend of mine who teaches in the City University, as I did for many years, told me that this is just this semester, but she brought into the classroom a dictionary, you know, a big one, you know, Merriam-Webster or whatever dictionary. And she said by rough count, about 30% of the students had never seen a dictionary. Amazing. And one female said she was getting a headache. Yeah, it's really a tender feet around. And my friend Donna said, well, why are you getting a headache? She said, well, they're just all those words. But, you know, if you look words up, you know, online on your phone and all that, you don't see them all at once. And I imagine if you haven't seen them all together, you might get a little freaked out. Start getting a headache. I know when John Ashbery said, you know, if you want young people who want to be poets, he said it doesn't make any difference if they're sensitive or if they have big ideas about the future or they want to express themselves. The better test for potential in a poet of the future is if you look up a word in the dictionary and 20 minutes later you're still in there, you know, just drifting around and, you know, and floating and cross-referencing, then you've got a good chance of being a writer. So this is where we left off last time. There was another dog poem, and this is the poem called, that Jesse referred to, The Revenant, and that's just a ghost. The Revenant. I am the dog you put to sleep, as you like to call the needle of oblivion. Come back to tell you this simple thing. I never liked you. When I licked your face, I thought of biting off your nose. When I watched you towel yourself dry, I wanted to leap and unman you with a snap. I resented the way you moved, your lack of animal grace, the way you would sit in a chair to eat, a napkin on your lap, a knife in your hand. I would have run away, but I was too weak. A trick you taught me while I was learning to sit and heel, and greatest of insults, shake hands without a hand. I admit the sight of the leash would excite me, but only because it meant I was about to smell things you had never touched. You do not want to believe this, but I have no reason to lie. I hated the car, hated the rubber toys, disliked your friends, and worse, your relatives. The jingling of my tags drove me mad. You always scratched me in the wrong place. All I ever wanted from you was food and fresh water in my metal bowls. While you slept, I watched you breathe. As the moon rose in the sky, it took all of my strength not to raise my head and howl. Now, I am free of the collar, free of the yellow raincoat, monogrammed sweater, the absurdity of your lawn. And that is all you need to know about this place. accept what you already supposed and are glad it did not happen sooner, that everyone here can read and write, the dogs in poetry, the cats and all the others in prose.